Sensemaking for Student Success is a problem-solving model developed by Dr. Elizabeth Wardle at Miami University, and since 2017 has been used by groups of faculty members to tackle hard problems they are facing within their departments and institutions. These problems include student retention, exclusionary expectations and conventions, gen ed requirements that have not been revised in decades, the impact of AI on learning environments, and much more. The Sensemaking Method invites teams of faculty from within and across disciplines to clearly define the problems, engage research and theory to better understand those problems, imagine solutions drawing on methods from design thinking, and lead change from the bottom up with support and coaching across time. This is a method that sees faculty and their expertise as key to solving the hard problems that higher education faces.
Higher ed is in trouble, and all the leaders of higher ed are under massive pressure to solve problems that seem unsolvable. Deans, provosts, presidents who are thinking about, how do I solve these problems? I'm just not sure where to start. See your faculty as really important assets that you can leverage to help you solve your problems. That's what this method is doing. You can send your faculty, ask them to come back and bring you new ways to solve the problems you've been looking at.
Having a week together to really sit down and put our heads together through a guided process and to come up with strategy for addressing some of these changes, I think has been super helpful.
We're always talking about faculty buy-in, and this is a great way to promote that and to solidify that relationship with them.
Sensemaking for Student Success is a faculty development space that creates the conditions for faculty to come together and make sense of the issues facing their institutions, and provides a space for them and time for them and some theoretical frameworks for them to be able to ideate solutions for some of those problems.
I'm really hoping this approach can help us help departments think more strategically about how this can be incorporated into their curriculum and teaching.
One of the things that we've been talking about with this one initiative is it has felt very top-down, and yet all the work really has to happen bottom-up. We don't have a process, or we didn't yet have a process for that. This sense-making process has really allowed us to do that. That's what deans and provosts are doing when they send faculty here, is that they're building the capacity to engage in that deep change that they otherwise would like to see, but they're like, I don't know how to make that happen except for like write a policy. And then the second reason to do it is, when am I going to have the time to actually sit down and say, well, what are the threshold concepts that are relevant to this particular problem that I'm trying to face? And so this is like my time to commit to actually doing the work. In this case, I could only do it with a team of people that were similarly kind of committed. How to knit equity into sense-making. That's not something that I necessarily was thinking about. Just like dedicated time to do the work was really worth it.
Are you trying to solve high-stakes problems at your university? The Sensemaking tools can help you access faculty as expert consultants and proactive problem solvers who can imagine new possibilities in light of the challenges that we all face.